Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Steam Next Fest continues tonight. As we're not an aquatic vessel, we're not a land vehicle, we are a spacecraft. I'm pointing at it as if you can see, a spacecraft. And it's showtime. Play demo offline? Server's currently not available. You can play the demo offline. Okay. I'm going to play the demo offline. Interesting. I guess it's going to have co-op for online. Or maybe a persistent world universe like No Man's Sky. Let's play the demo. Connected to server. No, it's not. It's lying. I am enjoying adult leisure beverages because of the last 10 days have been filled with stress. Wake up, debtors! Today we announced the results of the Great Gig Lottery. I did actually try to enlarge. I didn't turn that on. I pressed the button. Wrong button. A second time. Don't worry. It's working now. I've got this. My apologies for that last couple of minutes of me babbling and you staring at a dumb screen. I did enlarge the UI. The scaling is bad. It was no more readable at 50% larger than it is right now. Their choice in font may be immersive. It's also not very readable. Talent acquisition. Wake up, debtors! Today we're announcing the results of the Great Gig Lottery. This morning, one of our top 10 maintenance employees will be able to start their own career as an affiliated worker. Oh, we're starting off in a work apocalypse. We're enslaved, basically. I know you've been waiting for it because overall productivity for Habitation Unit 4E is up 12% this month. Yeah, we are at end times. You slackers only start working when the results are close, and it shows. You're supposed to work all the time. Kyle Murzov, huh? Anyway, the selected employee for this cycle is... Stop. Character creation, body type. No, that's definitely more me. Oh, that's a really unattractive blue. Let's go with brightish yellow. Face, obviously, limited options right now. Pasty white, obviously. Again, the blue options, not great. Name is Lens. Hey, it defaulted to my name. Very nice. It knows me. Wait, it knows who I am. No. All right, again. Guys, bald is bald. It's not stubble. Okay? Also, I will note that eyebrows can be a color as well. I don't have dark eyebrows. I have almost invisible eyebrows. Hair color is white, and I'm curious what the secondary color options look like. So if we had that and that. Oh, basically end tinting. Yeah, no thank you. Let's validate me. I love being validated. We've got our contracts. We've got bugs. Storage unit. And our monies. I'm going to validate. I have been validated. The Gig Lottery employer winner, should be employee winner for this cycle, is Lens. Hi, guys. I'm Lens. Congratulations, Lens. You're expected on station's dock immediately. And now, everyone get back to work. Now, everyone gets back to work. That's the theory. Sign my contract with the company and leave Babylon. Take the elevator to the station's dock. The bathroom is out of order. Nice, nice little touch. Nice little, yeah. What's the word I'm searching for? I hate it when my brain does this, when it won't come up with the thing I'm trying to come up with. It keeps coming up with the wrong thing. Instead of a future where everything is good, a future where everything is bad. The word is just eluding me. I can't come up with it. Oh my God, my brain. Nice big station we've got here. Pretty universe. I'm assuming this is the elevator? Maybe not. Doesn't say elevator. I have no function. End of the hall, I guess. Dystopia. There's the word I was looking for. Very, very dystopic. Talk with Avon. Did you hear that? It's your name they called, isn't it? Unbelievable. Does that mean you're free now? I hope so. Why did I swing at him? I tried to click on the 1. All right, I can punch things. Graphically, looks pretty solid. That's not... Oh, there's the U's. There's the U's. Oh, all kinds of delicious-looking beverages. If I were me, I mean, I would be choosing blue. That's just me. I don't expect everyone to have exactly my tastes in anything. Though. I've done a nice job assembling this. It's Celine. There's going to be a busy shift. 6 damaged ships have docked in the station in the last 3 hours. That big one hit an asteroid in the Kepler belt. The pilot was an affiliate worker who fell asleep after driving 17 hours straight. Oh, I'm going to be an affiliate. Thanks for the cheery note. It said elevator. A little surprised that they've put this much detail into the starting area. You know, most of the time, something like this, they're just going to have, oh, look, the elevator's right across the hall from me. And maybe it was, and I just didn't notice. Presumably, this is the cafeteria. We've got security, I'm guessing. Kenta. Heard your name in the announcement, comrade. Good for you. But me? I opted out. Wouldn't drop mechanics for something as hazardous as spaceflight. Hell, in better conditions, I might even enjoy what I do. Spaceships are just fascinating. Did you know the 3 biggest module constructors all belong to the same conglomerate? I did. To me, it became obvious the day Luan's joints started looking like Meitner and Carl's. I just felt it. He's paying attention to the details. Can't talk to them. Housemaid's Krusty crits. Take out here. I'm trying to cut down on my Krusty crits. They're adding a bit to my already overly abundant waistline. Cashier. Perhaps I have no cash. This is my. Hi, my. You wouldn't leave with an empty stomach, would you? If you want to make it long enough to come visit us sometime, you got to start taking care of yourself. That's true. Follow the line. Sugar and bones. You're liquid, even in space. Sounds charming. Lone, how you feeling? All these years stuck here with us, and the moment you enter the elevator, you're suddenly free. Gosh, I guess I am. I'm so nervous. Services, shipyard, docks. I can go to the shipyard. Oh, the debt quarter. That sounds delightful, but no, I think we'll go with the docks. That's a fast elevator. Had a little glitch there. It froze momentarily. Meitner and Carl's, A-gear. New way to travel. I have no idea what that says. Looks like, Quamarok. Sign the contract with the company, take the elevator to the station stock, talk to Stachna. No, Stacha Novus. Stacha? Stacha! Okay, you're here for the procedure, right? Then let's get going. First off, you won't be able to do much without a ship, and to get that ship, you need a loan. Now the good part, the company can grant you that loan and that ship. Wasn't that a reward? A reward? Huh, what makes you think you deserve a free spaceship? Your 10 years of service tightening rusty bolts. We're already offering you a job. Isn't that enough? She definitely has end-stage capitalism down pat. So tell me, how did you end up in the debt quarter? Criminal charges, medical bills, costly studies. Let's go with costly studies. Nice. That was written in your file, actually. I don't know why they require me to ask. Anyway, given your current debt, the company has established your maximum loan amount as 25,000 credits. Oh, I would assume. Let's find out. Did that get spammed off? Not yet. Sorry, bot. You did not do your job on that one. They're banned now. Love the vibe here. Feels like this would be a fun collab sometime. Hit me up on Discord if you're ever down. I am down. I'm down to beat you into unconsciousness. You bot using troll piece of boop. Oh. But before you get to know each other, you gotta approve your pledge. You gotta consent to all the terms and conditions I'm about to read you. Affiliate worker status. My status as an affiliate to the company makes me a full-fledged citizen. It will be maintained for as long as I'm able to fulfill the following mission: to extract, transform, and sell ore to the company by any means possible. I accept these terms. Responsibility. As an affiliate worker, I endorse the full responsibility of any activity conducted while carrying out my duties. The company cannot be held responsible for any environmental, material, or moral damage inflicted by or upon me or my spaceship. I accept. Affiliate worker loan. To secure my workship acquisition loan in the absence of any material guarantee, I mortgage my life force to the company in the event of a debilitating injury, illness, death, or irreplaceable damage. Preventing me from working, I allow the company to extract enough of my organs to pay out my remaining debt. Sure. What could go wrong? Well, that's about it. Your pledge is considered signed, which makes you a newly employed affiliate worker. Congratulations, you've just become part of the largest family in the Atlas Galaxy. Current rank is recruit, which means you've got plenty of opportunities to grow. Now, I know you've been waiting for it. Just get on that ship and have a blast. The company, today and tomorrow. Thanks, Stacha. Well, just a quick look around the place. Yeah, it's never looked better. Good evening, Lone Star Wolf. I'm about to board my ship, which is either named or has the classification Scrappy Pioneer. Ready to take off. I am undocking. Hey, Warp. Graphically, I am very impressed so far. And they included story function and stuff like that in the initial base here. They had living spaces and everything specced out, so it feels like a place. Op 00 Spaceflight. Welcome, recruit 481120 to the company's onboarding procedure. By the end of it, your rank will be upgraded to apprentice. Is my ship made out of scraps? It's not looking entirely like a winner, but I'm new and it's mine. Granted, I'm 25,000 credits in debt, but it's mine. Oh, E. I am charged with helping you become a skilled, valuable worker. Please appreciate that the cost of this training service is graciously covered by the company. Currently gold farming on WoW? Well, I've done my time in that. The new expansion is out, I believe, so if you're actually gold farming, I'm guessing you didn't buy into the super special version that gives you early access. So more feature-rich than Star Citizen for pennies on the dollar. But boom. Oh, you bought the Epic Edition. For whatever reason, this expansion just hasn't gotten me excited. I am sure I'll buy it sooner or later. Your first tasks will consist in navigating space in search of basic resources. If you have any questions, please note that you are not allowed to ask them during the onboarding procedure. Take control of your spaceship to approach Solar Alpha 1 and enter its atmosphere. Solar Alpha 1. It would actually have taken a good deal to entice me to buy the Epic this time. I think I did for the last one. I didn't really regret it. Last expansion was solid. But maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention. Control your spaceship to approach Solar Alpha 1 and enter its atmosphere. We're almost there, guys. Nice place you got here. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it. Use your radar to locate nearby resources. Cannot operate at high altitudes. And there's a cooldown on the radar. Got it. Maggie glasses? No. I have terrible vision, so I mean they're really thick glasses functionally. Do we have anything? We have something. We have successfully found some signals. Okay, that one appears to be closer. We'll scan again. And 2 is, I'm assuming, is the laser beaming or mining beam, whatever. We have found some ferric stone. Are we not close enough? Use your mining skill. Yeah, I'm trying. I guess I'm not close enough. Not glass, glasses. But what are glasses? Other than a lens and a lens. And if there are 2 lenses, I'd just be making a spectacle of myself. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not getting close enough. Let's see. Use your mining skill to extract ore and other materials from resource nodes. Okay, maybe now? There we go. I have some iron ore. And we've got everything we can get out of that one. We'll go to the next. More ferric stone. Nope. Yep, all right. Look at this. I am mining in space, sort of. Kind of. More ferric stone. Ferric stone actually sounds like a guy's name in a romance novel. I do not have a monocle. Actually, that's not really true. I have a couple pairs of glasses where I only have one lens in it because, like, the thing broke. And so the other lens fell out and sitting wrapped in toilet paper or something. So I guess functionally that would be kind of a monocle, wouldn't it? We'll scan again. I need one more iron ore. Oh, okay, we're coming in. There we go. Oh, all kinds of stuff. Kubrick and Tarek. Well, I'm here. I'm going to grab the Kubrick as well. By the way, Stanley Kubrick, great director. Okay. More Kubrick stone. That looks like Kubrick stone next to me, too. But it didn't register. We'll grab the other Kubrick, and then we'll grab the ferric. And we'll have... Oh, okay, we do need both. We need 8 of each. Yeah, so that'll give us enough ferric. Handle's smooth. Looks good so far. I have completed my op, so to speak. I'm going to go ahead and see what's over here. Maybe get a little extra. Maybe I can cash out. You know, a little extra money. Now, you might wonder what to do with all this raw metal. Conveniently, we can turn it into your ship's first upgrade. I'd like that. Let me grab this other Kubrick stone. Get a monocle, and I'd be Monopoly Man. No, I'd be Monocle Man. Or possibly Particle Man. That's an old guy music reference. All right. That will allow you to gather something more interesting than copper and iron. Maximum storage exceeded. Please drop cargo from storage. Craft my Scanalyzer Alpha and install it on my ship. Press K. Access the knowledge menu. Modular systems permit. Modular systems. Modular systems. Buy for 40 money units. Actually doesn't wear a monocle. Does he like hold it in his hand? I can't recall. I want to buy a permit for modular systems. Might as well, honestly, and it looks better with the costume. Yeah, I would need really a top hat to go with it, I think. Return to Babylon space mission. All right, well, we're back to Babylon. Space mission. Let's see. I have unlocked return. I guess I have to go up to get back into space. The final frontier. Doesn't have one at all? I would have to... I don't no longer, I believe, have a monopoly set, so I can either confirm or deny. Am I in space yet? Inventory for storage? Is that it? Maybe I'm carrying too much. I have 115. I am carrying too much. I will have to drop 3. Because I think maybe my mass is keeping me from getting back into space. I hope they don't make me go back down. Drop. There, you happy now? God, bunch of whiners. Yeah, I'm much faster. All right, now we're back in actual space. Press shift to use... Oh, boosters. I get it. That boosts my speed, as you might expect from something called a booster. Coming in. Oh. Request dock. I'm docking. And either you're making a joke or you misspelled Mandela. Either one is perfectly legit. Take the elevator, craft the analyzer to install it. Well, I would like to take the elevator to reach the shipyard. Not in the shipyard? I'm not. This is not the shipyard. We need to go to the shipyard. Again, we have a little bit of a hitch when you get to an elevator location. Use the smelter. I'm guessing that's the smelter because it looks like it's a smelter. Smelt all? I have... Ah, okay. It was set for auto. So we're going to smelt all this, and then I'm going to realize that I didn't need to smelt all of it. I'm going to need to smelt. I'm guessing. All right. Craft scanalyzer. And so use the smelter. Use the workshop to craft the scanalyzer. Workshop. This is the workshop. Think I'm going to make a scanalyzer. Ingredients. Ah, okay. It's going to require 4 nuts and bolts, 2 wire, and a small module kit. That's going to require 20 nuts and bolts. So I'm going to need 20 and 20. That's for the small module kit. And the rest is going to come out of additional nuts and bolts. So we need 20 nuts and bolts and 10 wire. And now I can make a small module kit. And will I have enough stuff left over for the Scanalyzer Alpha? I think so. I think it was like 2 and 4 or something like that. I indeed do have exactly as much as I need. Leaving me with a little extra copper and iron. This part's a little slow. Hopefully that speeds up later. Use the shipyard to install my Scanalyzer. Do I have to pick that up? Gathering. Oh, it's telling me I do have it in my inventory. So we now go back to the shipyard. Back to the ship. here. Load a ship. Edit a ship. Modules. Scanalyzer. Alpha. Ah, and I have places I can mount it, I'm thinking. Oh, I guess it's locking onto a red location, so that's a place where I can put it? Yes. Interesting, I wouldn't have thought that red was that, but I guess red is live, is fine. Validate. All modifications will be applied to your ship. Are you sure? I have completed my first set of tasks. Science, ladies and gentlemen. Your performance has been analyzed and ranked against those of previous contractors. The results are confidential and will not be disclosed to you. With your scanner equipped, you can further explore Solar Alpha and discover more of its riches. Please keep in mind, your performance is still being recorded. Of course it is. Press L to watch a contract. Scan and exploit gray quartz. Gray quartz, huh? Do you know what's gray and comes in quartz? Elephants. So there's a little hitch when you hit the bottom of a transition on the Vader. I call it the Vader. It's the elevator, but hey. Let's take off. So far, promising. All right, we're back to Solar Alpha. And 3 is scan. Well, what is the difference between 1 and 3? 1 was like, oh, I'm low on battery. Ah, I see the charge is bottom right. This is Solar Alpha 1 again. We're going in. All right. Let's see. All right, we got stuff in that direction. We have ferric, more ferric stone, cupric stone. Yeah, I don't see where that does anything until we probably get closer to what we're looking for. Something over there. More ferric stone. More ferric stone. And I hit the 3. Oops. Exotic resources. Find, scan, and exploit gray. So finding, then scanning. This is the wrong planet. Go to Solar... Oh, Solar Alpha 2. I didn't realize I'm on the wrong planet, guys. Not my fault. I'm not sure why it's not my fault, but I'm pretty sure it's not my fault. We clear of Solar Alpha 1. There's Solar Alpha 2. Don't judge me. The last week and a half have been bullshit. Trust me. Pure, unmitigated bullshit. And here we go. Solar Alpha 2. I've got 5 readings. Oh, we got something. Huh. Got a red sighting. Gravite stones have unique radio properties preventing your radar from pinpointing their exact location. Starting from an approximate location, you'll have to locate each gravite deposit with your own eyes. We'll see about that. Because we'll see about that. My battery is low. And that's not the first time I've ever said that. Alright, I'll have to spot them on my own. That looks like something. It's not, but it did look like something. Might be something. Got a couple there. Those are far away. We got a number of things closer, though. That looks like that's what we're looking for. Got to get really close. I guess there's a amount of time it takes it to scan. There we go. I got 5. That is gray quartz. I got 5 exploration experience points. It's 15 degrees Celsius. For those of you who don't speak that, that's 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see, what is the contract? 5. We need 5 of them. We've got gray quartz. We've got quartz and quartz of gray quartz. Well, congratulations to all of you for making it through Thursday. Presumably. Let us hope you can very quickly get through Friday and get to your weekend. Because I'm going to go out on a limb and say you'd like to have a weekend. So this game is certainly at a slower pace. I'm guessing that's like an overheating mechanic in the middle that I'm seeing there. That. Yeah. So I have 5 quartz. Exploration basic training. Active contracts completed. Exploration. Reach level 1 in exploration. Now, use your radar to approach and identify 2 out of 5 different resources. Find a gravite stone with your radar and approach it. Okay, we have not found a gravite stone yet, so we need to find additional types of stuff. Looking for something that isn't gray quartz. Something else. That's all gray quartz. I guess this is probably all going to be gray quartz too. It is. That's a rather cubic looking cloud, but I try not to judge. Kubrick. Yeah. More Kubrick. Nothing there. Ferric. We've got iron, copper, and gray quartz, but now we're looking for gravite, I think it is. Oh, I think the red icon means something we have not seen before. An unknown. We're coming in fast. Well, that's gray quartz, which is not anything new. We've got something in that direction, though. Yeah, I guess the red icon is just something that you have not identified, not something you've never seen before. Wish the battery recharged a little faster. We're still 14 units away. Is that a building? Oh, that may be the stuff we need to scan, and then it's gravite stone. So we need to scan that. $15 XP for exploration. Closer. Is it not mineable by me? See what it has to say. Use your radar to approach and identify 3 of 5 different resources. Some resources are only present in landmarks. Track progress with your map. All right, so we scanned it, but I guess we don't extract this. But we do have something else. 40 meters, and that's the same distance we were away from previous. Let's see what we've got. Why is it insisting on rotating back? I don't know. I think this is where we just came from, but we'll find out relatively shortly. I think this is where we previously found the gray quartz. Yeah, lots of gray quartz. that like the North Pole and the South Pole? Looks like it. We're looking for 2 more things. That's Kubrick. So I'm going to be heading for that on the assumption that that is like one of the geologic things we're supposed to find. Not really a mineable resource, just a location we're supposed to find. A little bit left. Got something down here. I guess probably, yeah, Kubrick or Ferris. Oh, we're almost one of those locations. My assumption was that there were only a couple of things that were showing up. We're over one of them. Right now, basically. I really wish it wouldn't center itself automatically like that. That's really annoying. Knowledge. So this is a knowledge tree. And there are a bunch of different categories. Nope, looks like that's it. Just it for, at least for the start. Electromagnetism, cargo, unnecessary features, motors, brand management, inventory, my ship and all of its stats. Missions. Use your radar to approach 3 of 5 different resources. Some resources only present in landmarks. Now, the only landmarks I found was that one there that's showing up in the big red thing, but that was all stuff that I found previously. I'm assuming this is the pole. There's nothing. Well, maybe something over here. Is this a new material? Probably not. Nope. Kubrick and ferric stone. Whoops. Is that one of them? Question marky? Yes, a couple of these are question marky. Easy to not see those. That's ferrous outcrop, not to be confused with ferric stone. I'm going to guess this is going to be a Kubrick outcrop. And then they'll probably be sending me back home again. Good evening. Welcome. 5 XP. Contract complete. OP number 4. Exploration. Return to the space station. It's brassy. Well, it's brassy. I can't just not harvest some of the brassy outcrop. It's brassy, for God's sake. Extra copper nuggets. So I'm guessing that's the difference between Kubrick stone and the brassy outcrop, is it can give you more or a higher quality, because I have copper nuggets and copper ore. Let's grab a little bit of the ferrous outcrop as well. Nothing else, maybe we can sell these for a little bit of profit back at the station. I would say more like No Man's Sky from what I've seen so far, anyway. Eventually you can build a base. Where are we headed? Where are we headed? There we are. Right now, I'm in debt to the company. They've loaned me the money for the ship. I won the lottery to become a pilot out in space as opposed to working on a station in what was only very slightly a dystopia, seeming a capitalist corporate dystopia. Unlike what we're living in now, of course, which is a capitalist corporate dystopia. I'm sorry, of course I meant utopia. Of course I did. I will request Doc. I'm requesting Doc, so what's up, Doc? I need to refill my cup. I will be right back. Right. I'm back. Ugh. Let's see. Trading, basic training. L to watch a contract. Go to the station shipyard and find the company exchanger. The shipyard awaits. There'll be a little hitch when we get to the end of the ride. There's the hitch. Is this the shipyard clerk? Hey, you're new here, right? This is the shipyard. You'll probably be around here a lot, so just ask me if you need anything. How do I use the shipyard? From left to right, you've got the company's trading agent, a smelter, and a workshop. A bunch of rats we call the company will charge you a fee for using these, supposedly because of the power cost, but they also control the power grid, and I can tell you they're making a greasy benefit on our backs. I believe him. Anyway, up on the pier, there's also a terminal you can use to pimp your ship. Up till here, it'd been pretty professional. I'm not sure the pimp your ship is appropriate anymore. I mean, pimp your ride used to be a thing, but it hasn't been a thing since the show went off a network that no longer exists, MTV. Thank you. My apologies for the Comic Sans. Probably the most useful thing here, you can actually use it for free. Some folks have their own shipyard, which is a crazy expensive way to waste money. Thanks. All right, so it was over here, I think. The company exchange. I owe my soul to the company store. Am I supposed to sell everything? I mean, I owe them $25,000. I'm not going to make a lot with this. What am I supposed to press L to watch the contract? Right? Trade with the company 40 units worth of resources, 40 gold worth of resources, and buy 10 silicone gel. Let's see. Trade. Oh, there we are. Well, that's 55. I have ingots. I'll hold on to the ingots, I think, for now. I'll hold on to those for now, too. This is enough. We're going to sell the quartz. And we also need to buy silicone gel, and I think it was 10 units. Silicone gel, you know, so you can make a silicone body so that you can test weapon efficiency, form-fit clothing. Definitely not any personal gratification objective, as far as you know. Congratulations, Recruit 481120. You seem to have explored most of what Solar Alpha has to offer. Now, my last responsibility is to open the doors of the universe to you. That implies guiding you through the acquisition of a faster-than-light engine. Unlock the electromagnetism permit. Press tab and click on Knowledge. Knowledge! What brings us together today? Buy for 100 units. It will give us access to a simple mining laser, an overclocked mining laser, simple resource detector. I guess we've got a couple of those things already. Buy for 100. Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, I do have 100. I will buy that for 100. I believe. I want to double check here. Unlock electromagnetism permit. Right. Electromagnetism. These are all the things I believe I will get access to. So, want to buy permit electromagnetism for 100 credits, units, dollars. Craft FTL engine eco and use it to travel to another system. Oh, what do I need to make eco? I need a small module kit. Where were we? Small module kit. Where is it? Small module kit. We need 20 bolts and nuts and 10 wire. We have some left over, I think. We may have to go back to one of the planets for more materials. Small module kit. Now we need one more. No, we do not have enough materials. Wire. We don't have enough wire or nuts and bolts, so we need iron and copper. To make the small module kit. The crystalline focuser requires a quartz, and we sold all of our quartz. Do we have the credits to buy stuff back? I bet we do. Let's buy back one quartz. Oh. Company exchange. Right, how many wire do we need? We'll do this one thing at a time. For the small module kit, we need 2 wire and 4 nut bolt. 2 wire. That's expensive as hell. Not going to have enough to... I can't... I have to go back anyway because I need the quartz. Back to the docks. Wait. Was there a bank up there? I think there was a bank up there. I want to drop all the stuff I currently have in the bank. I was sworn there was a bank. A bank. I'm not seeing a bank. That's the smelter. Yeah, I don't have anything that I can smelt. Because who smelted it, delted it? Yes, 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 I know. Load a ship, create a ship, manage your ships. Could have sworn I saw a bank function somewhere. I'm missing some components. You can use trading agent to buy some basic components, but it's like throwing what little money you have at the richest people in the universe, highest price you can find. Better you get your stuff from someone else if you can. So basically make it myself. Right. Right, that's cash. I really thought there was a bank somewhere. But it seems as if I was mistaken. Just checking. Use a bus station. So that's not available at this time. And it doesn't look like... it looks like my brain was mistaken that there is, in fact, no bank. Okay, then. We're going to need quartz, iron, and copper. And those were all available on 2. So we're back off to 2. What do we have? See, the copper nuggets and iron nuggets. Those are the products. And we are at 21 out of 100 inventory. So we're going to need a couple of quartz, more copper, and more iron. It's that same spot. That spot, I think, had a lot of copper and iron. Maybe the gray quartz, too, in which case that'll be all we'll need. So I've got to say that this game feels closer to being finished than any of the other 3 games I've played. The first one is most obviously a work in progress. That was Doom Train, the hybrid between a city builder and a tower defense. No, this has got. I mean, I'm not sure if it's functionally in and stuff, but I can. They've shown in the video for this. They've shown basically assembling your own ship from parts. I did add the scanner to this. The little white thing in the middle front of my ship on the nose is the scanner, and that was added manually. I'm not sure if it's to what degree it's in. you know, how functional it actually is. And I'm going to be making the basically the warp core, or whatever the equivalent is, here in a second. Gray quartz. Where are you? Where? I know you're there somewhere. Oop, there you are. Oh, I'm right on top of it. I think we still need more iron. That was 1 quartz. Yeah, we're at 42 out of 100. Bonk! Oh, good. Structural damage from running into it. Like I could see it. My fault. Some sort of sandstorm or something. It's not my fault. The quartz sold for quite a bit. Go slowly. We don't want to run into it again just because we can't see anything. And we just need more iron. More gray quartz. I just don't want to have to fly back out here again, so. Whoop. At least we can see here. That's copper. We need iron. Kubrick. So the first game I played was Doom Train, which was entertaining. Clearly a work in progress, though. The second one was Dive or Die, Children of Rain. And that one I vibed with a bit more, not because it's a better game, but it's like Dave the Diver, but in a nightmare version. Lovecraftian horror meets Dave the Diver. Got another thing over there. Yesterday was Forever. Not Forever, Forever. And that was a little young for my tastes. Sort of an open world MMO light. Didn't seem bad. Just, I'm an old man, you know. Maybe you can't tell because I'm so young looking. How about some iron? Yay, iron! Well, ferric stone, much the same. But this is the one that seemed closest to being finished. Let's see, what are you on space? 73, sure. Like a ship ignores basic principles of gravity. Well, it's science, you know. It's all about the science. We're all about the science here on Lens's Science Show. We'll see if we've got everything we need. Probably not. Anything else nearby? I would grab a little bit more copper if I could. Close. Try another scan in a minute, and we'll hope that's enough to allow us to make the equivalent of the warp travel. There's Babylon. Babylon 0, evidently. All right, we're in space. I've been told that's the final frontier, but I don't know that for a personal fact. All right, we've got copper nuggets, iron nuggets, ore. We've got quartz, bolts and nuts, some wire. We're docking. The last of the Babylon stations. It looks smaller on the outside than it does on the inside. I'm home. All right. Back to the shipyard. All right. So, we need to make the FTL engine. We've got the silicone gel. We need a small module kit. We know that. And for that, we need another batch of nuts and bolts and another batch of wire. For that, we need an iron ingot and a copper ingot. And a copper ingot. Right. We need... Wrong button. Right button. We need 4 more bolts and nuts and 2 more wire. We can now make the small module kit. All right. We need 5 more wire and 1 crystalline focuser. Crystalline focuser is going to require 3 more wire, so we need wire. Wire is made with copper ingots. Can we make more copper ingots? I think we're going to get screwed here. I think we're going to have to go out again. This will give us a Scanalyzer Alpha, which we don't need. We need the crystalline focuser. Need to make wire. Another Batch of wires. Crystalline focuser. All right, we need 6 more wire, which means we need 2 more copper ingots. I have copper nuggets. Make copper ingots. So I need either like 7 more copper ore or copper nuggets. Or maybe I can just buy the wire. I may have the money, I can just buy the wire. I need 6 more wire. That'd be 96 units of money. Screw it. Not enough money. What? Oh, it's... Alright, well, sell 1 unit of that. There we go. Should now be able to make my faster than light drive. FTL engine Echo. I now have that in my inventory. I will load a ship. I will edit my ship. Let's see, we need to validate it. Was that dragging it, or was it just, yeah. These are all the places I can place it, it seems like. So this is how you can, build up your ship, essentially. Validate. I appear to have an FTL drive. Back down to the dock. Little hitch. Hope we get that fixed. Not that it's a big deal. I have taken off. Okay, taken off. Presumably, we are automatically piloted outside, otherwise someone would get frustrated and just fill the ship magnetic plasma at the station. Okay, let's rotate back around and do that. Gotta fill her up. Evidently, I'll want to move closer before initiating automatic docking. Pardon the yawn. Okay. How do I do the thing that I'm supposed to do? It says enter your ship. Okay, well, was there something? Do I load it up? Do I gas up outside? Fill your ship with plasma. I took off, but I did not get the 100 credits that I'm supposed to get for that. I have to sell stuff to see if I can get to 100 credits. Or 40 credits, sorry. That's what it needs, is 40. This could be a little bit more elegantly put together. I'm currently at 9. 20. 24. 27. 39. I should be able to have to sell enough stuff to make. I have 9. I need to sell 31 worth of stuff. Almost there. That should be enough. Refill your plasma. I will not repair the damages. It wasn't damaged very badly. But my plasma is filled. Let's not make this dirty, shall we? Okay. Target a nearby star which can be reached with FTL jump. Well, I mean, that's the obvious one there. Have any others? Exploration level 3. 3. Doesn't feel like we're really taking advantage of 3D space here, as everything seems to be relatively planar. So that one, I assume, going to be it. Hold the 4 button to travel to the star. Here we go, guys. It's an unknown system, BY569U. I'm holding it. We're charging. Oh! Feel the acceleration. Press your face back. Oops. That's the demo. So they're showing you some functions here. You can build bases. Pardon the yawn. It seems, I don't want to say bare bones, seems relatively straightforward. That looks, reasonable. Looks like there's some automation you can do. I don't know, maybe sort of a Factorio Light kind of deal. Or Satisfactory Light if you prefer. There were a lot of options of stuff to make there. Release in Q2. And those are the stars that are at least in the default game. Here they're showing reassembling your ship to your own liking, including coloring, painting your ship. You can paint your wagon. That's a really old guy music reference. I have no idea sort of what the long-term plans are. I would like to see, pardon the yawn again, some amount of procedural generation options, like small little pocket sectors that you can investigate yourself. This is just sort of repeating it. Once again, I have a very, very high requirement for anything to get wishlisted by me. I've only wishlisted like 3 or 4 games ever, and so far, 3 of them are interesting enough that I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm not going to wishlist it. Because basically a wishlist is, ooh, I want to buy this. Actually, before the Next Fest started, I played 3 days of three streams of Windrose, which has been called Pirate Valheim. And after finishing the third day, that one I was impressed enough to actually wishlist. I think I'm going to be buying that. The rest of these, I'll have to wait and see, what the reviews are looking like. I will reiterate the other ones I've seen since the Next Fest. The first one was Doom Train, which is an interesting cross between a city builder and a tower defense. Again, still early in production. The demo was perfectly functional. My only real complaint, so to speak, was the city building part seemed a bit early, but then most of the game options weren't open. It's kind of hard to tell from a demo as to how rich the gameplay is going to be moving on. And I'm not a huge fan of tower defense. That part seemed perfectly fine and functional. I'm not a good judge at that part. The city builder part was still a little bit sparse, but I was the first. It's in the demo. The second one was interesting to me in that I'm a sucker for Lovecraftian horror and the like. And Dive or Die, Children of Rain seemed interesting to me, sort of a Dave the Diver. Roguelite or roguelike, not sure which. That's another one I want to keep my eyes on. It was only real problem with that is it seemed like I was playing on the easy mode, and the easy mode was not especially easy to start. It has 4 modes. It has easy, hard, and then 2 that were not yet available in the menu. Presumably, you have to finish on hard before you get to, I was guessing, Nightmare and Apocalypse. Something along those lines. The third one, which I played yesterday, was Farever, Farever, which some people have said it seems sort of Breath of the Wilds-ish. It was a little young for me, focused, it seemed. A little simple. Also, sort of an MMO RPG light, but it seemed like some of the content actually, like there was a dungeon at the end of the demo that I poked around in a bit and was managing to solo very slowly through it, occasional deaths. But I doubt I could kill, for instance, the boss at the end. It just seems odd that a basically what seems like a casual game, and one which, at least for now, offers a solo gameplay experience, to have a 5-player dungeon. That seems a little bit overly conventionalized. We have to have dungeons in this. But the open world part was entertaining enough. Just the whole thing was a little bit young for me. And then here, SpaceCraft, which is the most polished of them so far. And it still needs a little tuning as well. Really, I find the font difficult to manage. And enlarging it to 1.25 or 1.5, the scaling was poor. And it came out jaggy and was no more readable. That's old guy has bad eyes problem. But I think it's the closest to being a finished product of those that I saw. I'm planning on playing more coming up, but I think I'm going to call it for the evening. I've already downloaded Dark Haven, and I may stream that. I may play that off stream. I want to thank you guys all for hanging out, as always. I'm very appreciative. I probably will not be back tomorrow. I'll probably be taking a day off. I've had a rough couple of weeks in real life. Nothing tragic, just a lot of stress. And so I'm going to take a day. I'm going to take a day for myself. I'm going to enjoy liquid adult leisure beverages this evening. But I should be back, as usual, on Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your Thursday, possibly Friday morning, goes quick. Get your Friday work-a-day over. Get into your weekend, because you deserve a weekend. Back on Saturday. Take care, and ciao for now. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye now.